Let's go Saturday now to Lincoln Field, Philadelphia. And one of these days, we're talking about the state of Pennsylvania's job. The great governor, former governor, Ed Rendell, maybe the biggest Philadelphia Eagles fan anywhere. Still, I think, a part of the broadcast, knows more about football than all of us. But I do love the Philadelphia Eagles. But Mr. Rendell, with all due respect, it ain't going to happen with Nick Foles. So let's talk about their opponent, Atlanta, who just had a nice win against the LA Rams this past weekend. Matt Ryan, this is some regular season stuff. I just got to go through it. 21 touchdowns, 4,313 yards. Devontae Freeman, 931 yards rushing, 8 touchdowns. Julio Jones, who showed up in that game against the Rams. You can actually, finally, you're right, John. As he goes, the rest of his football team goes. And he's had himself not such a great year, but he had a wonderful playoff game, so that's some good news. Now, let's take a look at Philadelphia. Carson Wentz is out, okay? He had 33 touchdowns when he went down throwing the football. Nick Foles is in there, and former Steeler LeGarrette Blount is going to be running the football for them. And Patrick Robinson, defensive back, got 4 interceptions. And Brandon Graham, defensive end, had 10 sacks on the year. So talk about the Eagles hosting Atlanta. I'm sorry, as much as I would love to see them push it all the way to the Super Bowl, number 52 in Minnesota, it ain't happening with Nick Foles.
I really like Philadelphia's offensive line. I have to.
Yeah.
One of my former coaches, Leo Wisniewski, his son Steph, played Central Catholic, won a state championship, Penn State, was their starting left guard. And LeGarrette Blount can run. But everybody's down on Nick Foles. I just think Philadelphia had everything. And they didn't play it in Philadelphia. That place would be nuts.
They lost the left tackle, Burton, the offensive line.
Yes. Yeah.
By the way, John served in the Air Force for 24 years. Thank you for your
Yes.
service. We salute all the men and women of our military all the time. What is it about Philadelphia? They seem snake bit. Going back to Pittsburgh Meal. I mean, this is the town that booed Santa. This is the town that let our friend Terry Francona go.
Oh, they did. You're right.
I know. So, I mean,
At least probably going to be in the Hall of Fame one day.
I think what they should do is suit up Dr. J and put him in the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Julius Erving, man, I tell you, it's Moses Malone, love those Philadelphia 76ers. Or maybe bring Dave the Hammer Schultz or Bobby Clark out of retirement and put them on skates.
You know, I'm going to go out on a limb on this. I'm going to
Way
say,
out there.
I'm way out there, okay?
All right.
But could this be the year of the backup quarterback? Alabama, I'm just saying.
Well, that was a big move for our buddy Nick Saban to make.
I'm just saying. And you got Nick Foles. You got a quarterback up in, he's shaking his head. You got a quarterback up in Minnesota that, who knows? It could be. That's why we watched the game.
Yeah,
That's why we watched the game.
We're going to get to that game in a moment, but let's just talk about our buddy Skip Kluka was actually the first one we saw, or you saw on national TV, when he won his 5th, meaning his former roommate, Nick Saban, to tie Bear Bryant.
Yeah, I was watching it and I'm just shocked, number one, that Georgia had this miscommunication in coverage. It just blew my mind. They had the game won, and before you know it, everybody's celebrating. And the one thing that I really liked is Saban actually said that was the happiest moment. So he kind of showed that he does have some sort of emotion. And then we saw Skip, and you had just interviewed Skip the week before, and he found his way down there.
My favorite.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know where you live. By the way,
I'm in trouble.
maybe it was that reoccurring dream of Joe Willie and I on a fall day on 7th Avenue, him saying, go down to the 55 Buick and turn right. You know, I mean, that's the first person I thought of too. You know, a lot of people don't realize that he was a part of one of those Bear Bryant championships.
Absolutely.
As a quarterback, 64, 63, whenever it was, but
Right.
a few years ago.
Yeah, he did play at Alabama. He did not play at Geneva College. He played at Geneva College when he was at Beaver Falls. But sometimes my coaches end up getting that a little.
Penn State, Joe Paterno at the time, Pitt at the time, and Bear Bryant said, we'll take the young lad from Beaver Falls, and that's exactly what they did. Okay, now, Matt Ryan, though, a quality quarterback. Quality quarterback who's been to the big game.
Yes.
So who do you like in this game?
Go with the experienced quarterback.
Okay, Nick Foles.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
Oh, no.
Matt
You
Ryan.
got to go with Matt.
Who do you like, Shane?
I'm going with Atlanta. Dirty Birds.
All right, Dirty Birds. Okay, now, The next game is going to be New England, as Jeff Hathorn said, it'll be over as soon as they kick the football out. Taking on Tennessee. I don't need to go over all of these statistics. What do you think?
Well, first of all, I got to apologize because I told you as soon as you mentioned Tennessee out of Kansas City, I said they have no chance. As soon as Kelsey got hurt, that was the end of the game. That was it. I was so disappointed the way the Chiefs played in the second half. I think it was the Chiefs played that they were bad as opposed to Tennessee Titans. I mean, they're going up there. It'll be over.
Explain this.
It'll be over.
We were talking about Bill, so we're all in agreement with New England, right? We were talking earlier about Bill Belichick in the last video. Yeah, I know that he can't throw it or catch it or get out there and lay the block to get the game-winning score, but how do these running backs and people that really were in obscurity or just show up and like Deion Lewis, God bless him, he's having a great year.
He's been good the whole time he's been there, if he's healthy.
Right.
So I mean,
Are you talking about Belichick?
No. Belichick's healthy.
now let me ask you though. We'll go back to that game because I have one question for you.
What is it?
Can Marcus Mariota, with his mobility, throw a little wrinkle and
Shake it up a little bit.
Yeah, what do you think?
I always said that was the added bonus to this kid.
Yeah,
His
that's-
ability to scoot and run and do the little Fran Tarkenton. And for those of you keeping score at home, he was a quarterback back in the day.
Vikings.
And the Giants, too. Number 10 in your program, if they're looking. Yeah, that's something that they may want to, maybe even a little misdirection, as you coaches like to say. We'll see what happens. Now, we're going to move on to Sunday's action.
No, there's the other guy, though, Tom Brady. That's all you have to say. Keep going.
Okay, Sunday we talked about Steelers Jacksonville, Drew Brees and Minnesota. You could actually have a home team hosting the Super Bowl and it goes to Bud Grant going, here we go Vikings, here we go. I mean, I would love to see it because I mean it's got all the drama, but I can't see it happening. I don't think they're going to get beat by New Orleans because I think Case Keenum has done an incredible job. It's made everybody forget about Teddy Bridgewater coming back and Sam Bradford. But who do you like? Minnesota and New Orleans. Drew Brees, just when you think the little big man is out, he's in and he's doing something big. And Mark Ingram has been lights out this year running the football.
The fact that they're running the football and the Kamara kid is just out of sight, and they're really good.
John?
I think New Orleans offense has too many weapons, and they're going to come at Minnesota with too much. And I don't think Case Keenum can keep up.
I'm going New Orleans.
And here's one guy you don't want to really not think about, Latavius Murray, who is a very solid running back. And if they can get a ground and pound of their own going, clock management, keep Drew Brees off the field, then they got more of a chance. That sounded pretty good, didn't it?
It's really good.
Jeff Hathorn's really done well by teaching me, hasn't he?
Yes.
Thank you, Hawk. I call him Hawk. Not to be confused with Tony Blaze.
No,
Who
no,
you can
never.
get on
I've seen Jeff run. It's
who you can
nothing.
get on a collectible cup here. That other
Danny
guy.
Raines.
Yeah, Danny Raines. All right, so what are you up to this time of year as the coach of Geneva College, besides going, now, will I have the cheese crackers or the peanut butter crackers in the vending machine over there at Geneva?
It's recruiting season.
Recruiting. I mean, it's just, it's all we're doing.
Can we talk curriculum real quick?
Yes.
Real quick.
Yeah, I like it.
Community College Beaver County Geneva just made this announcement about a nursing program. We were talking earlier about Michelle, a petrochemical plant, all of the jobs being created, the stimulus. Community College Beaver County is the driving force behind the education, what people are going to need to work in that field, and fields that are going to be coming here because of the Royal Dutch Shell Company's $6 billion investment. But this, once again, affiliation is a big deal because they have a wonderful nursing program. Many of those nurses end up working in Heritage Valley, whether it's Quickley campus or here in Beaver, which happens to be the #1 employer of Beaver County. So talk to me about this idea of these two partners getting together. I love it.
Well, the discussion that put this thing together, the response that we're getting from males that want to get into nursing because there's a shortage. There's just a shortage, and we're really excited about this program.
Well, I'm hoping that my daughter Eva, who's now a junior at Quigley, getting ready for the big winter formal coming up this weekend, is thinking about becoming a nurse. Why? Because at my age, I'm going to need a full-time nurse very soon to take care of me. I've fallen, and I can't get up.
You got to do that. My two daughters are physician assistants, so I
got
that going.
And I'm going to get the clap on.
Right.
They're loving it. Listen, I can't thank you enough. It's always a pleasure to see you. Please come again. Sean, Shane, Giovanni, Gendarme, salute. Ladies and gentlemen, man, I feel like Chuck Wetman. I took a lot of shots here tonight. I need to go home. Good night.